Red side javelins are still pretty free, but Newbert is coming in for beautiful charge. Oh, that was juicy. Hitting all units of Kiwi and the units of French boy. That was freaking beautiful. Okay, let's look at those
Okay,
team comps.
everyone ready up, and let's go.
We got here a lot of cavalry on team 2, as you can see. 9 units, 10 units cavalry, and only 6 units, but 3 units of dogs on the other team. It's going to be interesting, since this map has a lot of open spaces to actually go to. My units are going to be placed somewhere in the forest, since we don't have any spectator mode in Total War Arena yet. Well, how else should it be?
Fight for control of the battlefield.
Okay, let's look around. We've got here a lot of foxes on the right side, moving forward to go to A, and the brunt of the cavalry of blue team is gonna be in the middle, where they have the most space to just rotate around. We saw first blood go to the enemy, and the thing is about C, it's only gonna be available in 220, so not too much, but here in the forest you can see the first engagement. Cavalry, foxes going at each other, but it's just more testing out. See where does the enemy have its strong points, where does the enemy have its weak points. As you can see, cavalry is about to capture B if there's no defense in place. We can't see this yet, but it looks like as Team Blue can get the capture point. Archers are really doing a thing here on Siwar, since there's so much amassed blue, they can easily control the space, and the pikemen will not be able to advance too easily. Kiwi is about to go down here, but there's a cap on the way on E, so that's interesting. But there are units in place. Question is, what are these units doing? So you can see those are enemy units. And I get the small pike icon, even though they're disguised as friendlies. Let's see if B is going to be kept. Kiwi has managed to get some of his jabs out. Very interesting, since he can pepper down this cavalry. And usually javelins versus cavalry is not something unprotected javelins should win, but it looks pretty good. There's one unit of cav missing, so always one unit of javelins is out. D has been decapped, so B can't be kept. See this little lock icon on down here. And well, now what do you got here? D is still being held by blue team, but the battle for C is about to start. Pikes are easily pushing out enemies in this small areas, these choke points, and cavalry is trying to go in from behind, but has been stopped in their tracks by Falksgod. Was trying to go for Pope, I guess, trying to get down those pesky archers. French boy is getting hit up a lot, and C has been taken by blue. And blue is also on the way to stop the cap from red. This is going to be interesting how this is pans out. The flag drops. Units might be about to reinforce here. Now, that's not a situation where pikes want to be in, getting shot up by multiple sides, so you can't raise shields. They're completely in the open. They can be flanked. It's just at this point they're useless. They're just archery fodder. Now Hazu managed to go around Rainfire, who is not moving. Maybe disconnects, server problems are not unknown to this Chinese version of the game. And they managed to get some cavalry into the light artillery. Light artillery, kind of hard to play with the new game mode since, well, you can't just sacrifice your cavalry to get the light artillery or even standard artillery. And even if you lose all your units, you will respawn so fast and be available to do something on the map pretty easy.
A new capture point has become available.
Let's see what we got here. Fight is still going on. Flag has not been raised all the way. Infantry should win this, but it's going to be a close one. If there's any reinforcements for, oh, who's that? For George, he might win this, but in the long run, infantry should win this fight. But there's a lot of cavalry left. Maybe if he can pull cavalry out and hammer it in the back, that could prove useful. Should not have all 3 units of cav just stay in there, but pulling out is going to be costly. So you can see the score. Red slowly pulling ahead because they're controlling 2 points to just 1 point since C has been decapped. Well, and they're going up. Base cap not really an option. Rainfire here just finishing off. Now C has been capped. It's 3-1 capture points, while E is still not decided. But with Newbert coming in, this should be a sure thing for blue side. Maybe they can swing it around, but at this point, red side looks to be a bit better off. See, beautiful dodges from Kiwi, but French boys unit kind of eat those shots from Pope here. Pope being the only archer in the match. So he's got the range, they got the range, but as you can see, red is doing better at right now. Despite blue having range and cavalry advantage, for some reason it works. Charge missed from Hazu. Might be due to the lag. You can see the enemies, the players should have about the same ping as you can see here. So charges are going to be kind of bad, kind of difficult to do.
We have secured a capture point.
Now D is fairly open.
Our capture point is contested.
What might happen here is maybe some fire, but it does not appear. The charge kind of gets halted, and you can see Pope firing in. Chances are Pope is going to be very high on the damage and kill charts, since with the cavalry advantage and good protection here, as you can see, he always got a Stolfo by his side. He might be able to do a lot of damage, especially against those light armored barbarian infantry. I'm surprised how there's not so much damage. Maybe he should have changed targets to those bigger units. No, See it done now? Still firing in. They're pretty much disarmed. Rainfire can finish them off, but Parthenon is coming on with more foxes. So we see how that goes. Red side javelins are still pretty free, but Newbert is coming in for beautiful charge. Oh, that was juicy. Hitting all units of Kiwi and the units of French boy. That was freaking beautiful. Freaking beautiful. This is going to be a highlight, mind you. Well, let's see. Now the fight in the forest is going to be lost by Rainfire, obviously. There's just too much units and he has no backup. The good thing about Astolfo protecting Pope is pretty free to do whatever he wants to do. But Astolfo is only protecting Pope, so his units aren't doing much more. As we can see, E is getting decapped again, and blue side can't just be so easy to lose their pawns. They have more cavalry, as we can see, making the count. 6, 7, that's just me. 7 cavalry units to the, well, just 3 cavalry units, I guess. Count me and Monsieur out. From the other side, it seems like red side is far more flexible, far more mobile. And Parthenon is going to end those guys here, but he might die to Newbert. If his units are out here, that would mean he can't get really on those juicy javelins. If one of the units of javelins actually starts to go into melee with Parthenon, he might be able to route them easily and just instead of just pulling through and getting a lot of damage. Just like when Astolfo attacked here, they got flanked, lost morale, and routed. Now, it's getting kind of hard to go in here since those pikes will go into phalanx, but well, Astolfo had some troops behind them, I guess. Could have gone on like that. And we are to 50% tickets for red team. It's almost double the tickets than blue team, which is surprising. Apart from the javelin, they're just they have the better outfit when it comes to armies. But for some reason they're fairly immobile, and Pope is going very close to those javelins. This is going to hurt. Guess he has been lucky here. Now French boy really gets the charge by Foxcott. Pope now fairly free to shoot in. There's a lot of good targets, like Sewar. George is kind of moving about here. I'm not sure if target was to go for Kiwi, but well, Kiwi will surely make short notice of George. This is not a good engagement. He should have pulled out and hoped to get a charge in Kiwi, because he will just die here. But nothing against the players. They're dealing with high ping, really high ping, and lots of times with disconnect. So no critique to the players, just general notice on those engagements. First time I really see the dogs in action here, since all the pikes are just on red side. There's no pikes on blue side, no spear infantry, so yeah, it's kind of the niche for dogs to easily dismantle pikes or to easily go for phalanxes, as well as ranged units, of course. But in that case, I'm not sure what they really should do. Might reflect in the score here when you can see Corbin seems to be fairly low, but with 218 kills, there's some lower on his team. Even Vetras, who's up there, but it seems like Vetras was really significant in capturing a lot of those points. Now we can see it again. Kiwi really doing work with his jabs. Every time we watch him, apart from getting nuked earlier by Newbert, it seems like those jabs are doing work. But they now got infantry on them and light artillery firing into them, so might not be the best. Okay, how is this going to pan out? They can protect themselves behind Hazu's pikes if they're behind them when the charge starts, because they don't want to get impaled by their own pikes, as you, as you might think. So, first time Pope really gets smacked by Sivor and Vatras. But, well, that was going to happen at some point. When Astolfo is taking engagements, they're taken down. And once again, beautiful cavalry charge. And, well, what is... What are these doing here? Why is Mizio moving around? Okay.
An enemy capture point is under attack.
Oh, Mizio got DC'd, and now he's helping out. Well, sudden victory for blue side, who were behind all the time. This is kind of strange.